Creator of all that is, it seems much precious time is wasted on the subject of our freedom and free will. We hear, what you resist, you attract, yet resist we must. So guide us here, our humble request, and shield us while we focus our attentions on what we do want, not on what we find detestable and deplorable. We know this distasteful awareness of vile evil must be seen to know what it is we must never allow. Yet it is so very dark and fearsome, many, too many, dare not go there. So we pray ever that we are given courage, fortitude, direction, and protection as we fight this battle of evil against your divine goodness. Let our will be thy will, and so it is.
Hello, my name's Ron Vroman. I'm the old white man talking head for the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. This is addressed to our sheriffs. We have 36. It's your choice whether or not you want to be a sheriff, a law enforcement officer, a peace officer, a criminal investigator, an enforcer of statutes on people that are not affected by statutes, trying to treat people like persons, and adhering to the Oregon revised statutes and not to the Constitution. Familiar with the ORS, but having never read the Declaration of the 13 Colonies for their independence, you glaze over when somebody starts reading constitutional law to you. You say it's too complicated. You're not stupid. You're just de facto. And you have to stop. And it's going to be just like the cop, no, the detective at the Beaverton police station back when people were wearing masks and doing all kinds of weird stuff. Charlie, Cynthia, and I were in the Beaverton police station delivering papers and claiming our unalienable rights, and they had cops in the lobby and officers in uniform. I mean, like captains and stuff, and all kinds of hoo-ha going on. And a, a detective came down, and he talked reasonable, and he was a nice guy. He even remembered me from before. And we asked him what he would do in certain cases, and they were leering at us. And he said, that's where I draw the line. So all the sheriffs have a line that they draw in their mind, depending upon their location: conservative, I 5 corridor, Democrat, tyrant. All of them have the same basic character. They chose to be that. However, they got there, they chose it. You don't get to be sheriff without wanting the job. So they want to do all the sheriff stuff, some of them more than others. But as long as they're collecting a fee for a concealed carry, they have no honor. They've already broken their oath. And every sheriff on Oregon, all 36 offices of the sheriff of that county, charge a fee for a concealed carry permit. They all have no honor. One of these days, one of them is going to get to the line they can't cross. When they get to that line, they automatically become de jure. They will no longer go along with the de facto governing oligarchy out of Salem. They're not going to run that game anymore. Now, out of the 36, they're all going to eventually go from de facto to de jure with a proper oath and bond, or they're going to be gone, no longer in the system. Somebody will be in that office that will do the proper oath to a proper constitution and do the proper job. We're not going to put up with it anymore. No more infringements on our unalienable rights. So, I think a really good way is to push all of you sheriffs with 4 to 8 people or 20 and just talk to you. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be a constitutional sheriff with honor, responsibility, and do the de jure job of a sheriff, which is to first honor the constitutions, and after you do that, then worry about enforcing codes and statutes and ordinances? But first, like the doctors used to be, don't do any harm. So some of you are going to reach that point before others. And the best way is force the situation. Now that's going to be confrontational. You're not going to want 8 or 10 people telling you what to do. But that's what you're going to get, because that's the way it's written. And you don't get to have law of man. You're going to have law. We're going to have order and do it properly. And I yield.
They do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
And then the bullets started flying, and then he jumps out of the car, and he's got both his hands up. And he got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, just shoot me then. This is what you want, to shoot me. And they did. They shot him dead. With his hands in the air, and I saw it. I swear to God. He was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead, and then after he was down on the ground, they shot him 3 more times.